Hi, my name's Rachel and welcome to How to Connect with Cernunnos. Cernunnos is the Celtic god of the forests and the wild animals. He's also a god of plenty and of fertility. He is known as the Horned One, the great lord of the Wildwood, and the hunter. And he is a god that can support you with liberating yourself so you can come into your most free and wild and untamed self, connecting to the parts of you that are elemental and wild, so that you remember that you are part of nature, and healing any disconnection. He can also help you with grounding and connecting into the wisdom of self and deepening into self-knowledge and understanding. And so here are my top 3 tips for connecting with Cernunnos. My first tip is to go on a meditation walk in the woodland. So how many times do you go on a walk and you're setting a time, setting a goal, setting a specific place? Maybe you've got a Fitbit or one of these devices where you have so many calories that you want to burn. Well, the invitation with Cernunnos is to go into the woods and to go without any structure. So let go of structure, let go of any of those limitations, and just experience being, so that you can remember that you are just as precious and as similar as the trees and the birds. So switch off all of those devices, go into the woods, don't set a time at all. Don't give yourself that limitation of how long it will be, just go. And follow your intuition as to where you want to go. So don't necessarily set a path, relax into that kind of safety that he will protect you and that he will guide you, but also your highest self will and your body will. So it will look after you and engage those senses, your sight, your smell, and have a walk of freedom. While you're on this walk, I want you to liberate yourself, to allow this truly to be a walk of freedom. So do what you want to do. What does your body and self feel called to? Even if maybe perhaps normally you judge it as silly or stupid, not dangerous, that's fine. Don't do anything dangerous. Be sensible. However, if you feel like you want to climb a tree, or you want to touch the leaves, or you want to walk barefoot for a little while, you want to howl, you want to sing, you want to dance, what brings you joy, allow that to happen while you're on this walk. So like I say, give yourself a walk of freedom in the woods so that you can listen, you can really hear nature, and you can hear yourself. My second tip is to, while you're on this walk, is to collect 2 sticks. And you're going to bring these 2 sticks back home after asking permission. And you're going to add them perhaps to your altar, to decoration, to any ceremony or ritual, journaling you may want to do, any meditation, artwork, dancing, singing you may want to do with Cernunnos as a further activity. But these 2 sticks are going to represent balance, just like the 2 kind of antlers, of his stag or of Cernunnos himself. He is a god of balance, of harmony, of bringing balance and harmony into the forest, the balance and harmony of life and death, old and young. And so bring these 2 sticks, into your ceremony in the ways that you're going to reflect and journal on balance in your own life. So I want you to consider with these sticks what they represent. What does harmony represent for you? How does it manifest, or how do you want it to manifest in your life? So what would these 2 sticks represent? Reflect on that. Are they maybe a way that you want to work on rebalancing your masculine and feminine, or activity and rest, or receptivity and giving? What's most present and current in your life around the themes of harmony? My third tip is to connect into the archetype of grandfather. And this is an archetype that Cernunnos really embodies. So he is the wise one, and you'll see him often when he's depicted. He is sitting in the lotus position, that is seated on the ground with his legs crossed. And that is a position of reflection, of grounding, of connectedness. It is the seated position of the sage or the elder or the wise one. And so when you work with him, he will invite you into embodying, exploring and understanding this aspect of yourself, the grandfather, who is the wise one, the sage, the elder. And so I have some journaling prompts for you, and these are really around connecting to him as Grandfather Wolf, which is the way that I work with him. So in my book, he has a whole section here as the Grandfather Wolf, and I explain how he is wolf and how you can work with him as a wolf deity. And as the Grandfather Wolf, he is the one that observes, that listens. So he is that kind of kingly position, where he is protecting and nurturing and looking after his pack along with Grandmother Wolf. But he is the one that listens to all those that have to say, and so he can teach us about actively listening to both ourselves, to all those around us. So here are some 2 journaling prompts to work with the Grandfather Wolf that is within you. So you may want to write these down, but I'll also post them below in the description so you can read these and write them. So, what is important for me to protect? What is it important for me to nourish and nurture within myself and the world around me? So the Grandfather Wolf is really the protector, and he listens so he can protect. So I want you to reflect on what it is really that is important for you to protect, whether within yourself or in the world around you. Why would you, and how are you going to do that as well? Or how do you do that already? Second journal prompt is, what makes me my highest self? And what can you do to be more of this, to do more of this as well? How can you really embody your sage or elder self? There'll be something that perhaps that you do in your life already that really helps you connect to your highest wisdom. So what is it? What is it that makes you your highest self? And if you want to connect more to the grandfather archetype, Grandfather Wolf, and learn more about Cernunnos as the Grandfather Wolf, I share more about his mythology, his symbology, his representation as a wolf deity in my book Wolf, so you can check that out. Like I said, I have a whole section on him for learning more about that. Or any questions or any comments, you want to know more about something I've shared, then please just pop that down below in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know your biggest takeaway. And I hope that you have enjoyed this and it really nourishes and supports your connection to the great horned one, Cernunnos. So hit subscribe, like, etc., share, come say hello. I'd love to get to know you and to support you more. So sending you many, many blessings for your connection to the wood, to your wild self, and to your untamed wolf grandfather aspect. So many, many blessings.